Hi everyone! This is the very first learning journal that I ever made. This was for a 2-year-old. I just used regular construction paper and then stapled it to bind it on the top there. It was just kind of crude but easy. I love having this cover page where it has the book belongs to and the age. January was my first attempt at trying to draw coats and things, and we used some Sizzix buttons. I don't consider myself an artist. February we did a heart, so I just used pencil and drew around each heart, and then she had to match them with a proper size and glue them on. And then we did a Valentine's Day. This You Inched Your Way Into My Heart was actually from a Valentine card that I had put together, so I just used the concept. And then we did Trace the number 2. Gosh, she was 2 years old. I like to add a little time capsule into each part when I have the opportunity. Just little things that help us remember what our kiddos were like in this stage of life. Learning to trace. And then we did a birthday cake. I took some of those dot stickers and I cut them in half, sort of intending that they could decorate the cake. She said every party needs a hat, so we added a birthday hat. For April, we just did take a blue crayon and hit it and mark it and make some rain. April showers bring May flowers. Aren't these Sizzix flowers super cute? I don't think we did a color match with this one. This was just put the flower on a dot. So that was an easy one. And then June, I honestly didn't know what to do for the month of June, but I had a whole bunch of fish left over from a previous project, so we used some fish. This was one of my favorites. This is July fireworks. We used washi tape. I would rip up a small piece of washi tape, and then since she was so little, she actually just kind of banged it down to smash down each sticker, but it was a big bang, like noisy fireworks. It was a fun project. In August, this was some watermelons I cut out, and then she just glued the seeds on. September was a lot of fun. Like I said, she's currently into trains, so we did a train. This is actually just using some shapes to create our train, and then she glued down all of our little box cars. This is all just scrapbook paper and coordinating colors, but cut to all be the exact same size. Honestly, it was a relatively simple once I figured out how to make a train. October, this is a Sizzix pie. So we used the big Sizzix flower and then a Sizzix circle center, and the biggest circle is your plate. This was just some pieces I had on hand. November was trace the hands, and then Mama turned it into a turkey. Isn't that cute? And then our last one is December, and this was actually my first attempt at doing something with Christmas, so I just used a bunch of my leftover snowflakes and Christmas stickers that I had on hand. So we had our little snowman, and we also decorated our Christmas tree with the same stickers. There you have it. Just plain and simple, but honestly it was kind of my inspiration for getting started with learning journals. I really like how it turned out. See you next time!